We start, though, with Ruben Amorim, who says he hopes to celebrate many more anniversaries at Manchester United. Amorim takes his United side to Nottingham Forest this Saturday on the back of 3 straight Premier League wins. The Forest game will mark exactly a year since Amorim's appointment, a year which has seen more lows than highs.
It was tough, was really tough, good moments, bad moments. I learned a lot, that is really important. I found out that even in my lower moments, I can stick with the things that I believe, and that is a good thing to for anyone to understand that. Today, the answer is different from 3 weeks ago, so it's important to understand that. So it's one of the biggest honors of my life to be here, and I want to continue here for many years.
United have been boosted by Lisandro Martinez returning to training. The Argentina defender's been out of action since February with a serious knee injury. While Saturday comes too soon for the player, Amorim is pleased to have one of his key leaders back.
He wants to go to this one. He's not going to this one. He's going to take time. He started training with us, but we had to change some things in the exercise for him. So slowly he's going to get better. He's really good. He's really good, and he gives us that edge in every training session. That is also really good for us.
Well, Manchester United's director of football, Jason Wilcox, is confident that the club is on the right path for success and insists that they have a clear vision on how to achieve it. Wilcox, who doesn't often speak publicly, said, "We've got a clear plan. We know what we've got to do. We know the areas of the team that we've got to improve. For us to get in the top 4 and consistently challenge for Champions League places, win Champions League, win Premier League, we've got to invest in the squad. We've got to buy the right players," he says, the right players who are talented but also can deal with the pressure, who can take the squad forward. It's not always about just signing elite talent. They've got to have the right character and somebody who can bring something different to the team. We are really happy with where we are. We know where we have to improve. The players will never be satisfied. Ruben will never be happy. I will never be happy. It's just how we are built. So that's the thoughts of Jason Wilcox. But Saturday's game against Forest comes just months after a then out of work Sean Dyche claimed that he'd have won more games than Amorim by playing 4-4-2. Both managers had their say on the matter a little earlier.
Maybe it's true. If we play in the 4-4-2, we won more games, but I always said that I have a way of playing that is going to take a while, and then in the future is going to be better.
Clickbait kills everything, it changes the whole story. I'm sure the Man United have got a big enough press department to watch that whole interview, because I equally said I want managers to be given time. I don't like seeing managers coming out of situations because I've had it.
I can look at Sean Dyche as a manager and then as a pundit. If you are a pundit and you don't say very strong things, I don't want to watch you.
And I equally said a pre-season, and they said what would be a fair timeline. I actually said half a season to continue the work he was doing. But unfortunately, that doesn't make the story. We all know that.
I know that Sean Dyche is really smart and he knows how to play the game. And he also understands that one thing is when we are seeing the game and talking about the game. Other thing is to coach a team.
Well, the points tally, I was suggesting, maybe the basics would have worked better. That was my suggestion. And they have changed their style, so fair play to him, the management side of things, his coaching staff, the players. That doesn't mean he's changed his whole philosophy, it just means he's adapting it to the challenge that's right in front of him. So fair play to him.
I understand that. I have nothing to say. I just want to win the next one.
Hi, United fans. Welcome back again to United Insider TV. It's another exciting day in the world of football. And today, we've got a rather surprising exchange between Ruben Amorim and Sean Dyche that's caught the attention of everyone in the Premier League. The Manchester United manager has openly responded to Dyche's bold comments, and what he said might just surprise you. So, make sure you stick around until the end, because we'll break down every word from Amorim's reaction, Dyche's original statement, and what this could mean for United's future heading into the clash against Nottingham Forest. Let's get into it. Sean Dyche's surprising claim about Manchester United's system. Earlier this season, when Sean Dyche was out of a managerial role, he made a bold statement that raised plenty of eyebrows across English football. Speaking on a pundit panel in August, the former Everton and Burnley boss claimed he could get more out of Manchester United's squad if he were in charge and used a traditional 4-4-2 system. Dyche said, "I may get hammered for it, but I bet I could win more games with that squad playing a 4-4-2. At the time, Amorim's United were struggling for consistency, having gone through a rough patch at the start of the Premier League campaign. Critics accused the Portuguese manager of being too rigid with his tactical setup, a possession-heavy system inspired by his days at Sporting Lisbon. But now, months later, after 3 consecutive league wins, Amorim's Manchester United have begun to show signs of serious progress. The team's attacking identity looks sharper, the defense more compact, and the chemistry between new signings Bryan Mbuemo, Matheus Cunha, and Benjamin Sesko are starting to shine through. Yet Sean Dyche's old comments resurfaced this week, just ahead of United's next game, and journalists couldn't resist asking Amorim about them. Ruben Amorim's response: maybe it's true. When asked whether he agreed with Dyche's remarks that United could have picked up more points playing a simpler formation, Amorim's response was calm, honest, and, interestingly, full of humility. He said, maybe it's true. Maybe a different system could have brought more points earlier in the season. But what matters is not just winning. It's building a team that can win consistently with identity and purpose. That short response spoke volumes. Amorim didn't dismiss Dyche's opinion. Instead, he acknowledged the possibility, but also defended his long-term vision for Manchester United. He continued, "We are not just trying to win games for 1 month. We are trying to build something that lasts years. I understand people look at results, and that's normal. But for me, it's about creating a Manchester United that can dominate any opponent, not just react to them." Amorim's words reflect his managerial philosophy, one built on patience, structure, and tactical evolution. Despite early criticism, his system is starting to pay dividends. United's pressing is coordinated, transitions are sharper, and key players like Amad Diallo and Casemiro have begun to adapt to his demanding playing style. Still, his admission, maybe it's true, shows a side of Amorim fans rarely see: humility and self-awareness. Sean Dyche's respectful reply. Interestingly, Sean Dyche, now in charge of Nottingham Forest, responded to Amorim's comments during his own pre-match press conference. He said, "I have massive respect for Ruben. What he's trying to do isn't easy. When you're building a new identity at a club the size of Manchester United, you'll always face pressure. But he's handled it very well, and you can see his players are starting to believe in what he's doing." Dyche also admitted that his original comment about the 4-4-2 wasn't meant as criticism, but as a tactical observation. He added, "When I said I could maybe win more games with that squad, it was more about the type of players United have. Strong wingers, physical forwards, but Ruben's doing his thing, and it's working. You can't argue with 3 wins in a row." That level of mutual respect between the two managers is rare in modern football, especially when it involves Manchester United, a club constantly under the microscope. What this means ahead of Forest versus United? As both managers prepare to face off this weekend, the exchange has added an intriguing tactical subplot to the fixture. Ruben Amorim will stick with his trusted 3-4-3 structure, emphasizing ball control and high pressing, while Sean Dyche, known for his pragmatic approach, will likely rely on compact defending and quick counterattacks. United fans, however, are mostly encouraged by Amorim's calm demeanor and continued faith in his philosophy. The likes of Mbuemo, Cunha, and Sesko have thrived under his guidance in recent weeks, combining for multiple goals and assists that have powered United back into the Premier League's top 6. If United secure another win away at the City Ground, Amorim's stubborn tactics will be further vindicated, proving that sometimes sticking to your philosophy, even when others doubt it, truly pays off. Ruben Amorim's response to Sean Dyche shows the kind of leadership Manchester United have been missing for years. A manager who can take criticism on the chin, remain composed, and still stay true to his footballing principles. While Dyche might prefer a more direct style, Amorim is clearly building a team for the future, one that can compete with the very best both domestically and in Europe. As Amorim himself put it, it's not about changing every week to win one more game. It's about becoming the kind of team that wins every week, no matter who we face. With that mentality, and 3 wins already on the bounce, Manchester United's confidence is growing. And so is the belief that Ruben Amorim is finally getting it right at Old Trafford. That's all for today's Upgate, United fans. What do you think? Was Sean Dyche right about Manchester United's system, or is Amorim proving that patience and tactical belief are the keys to long-term success? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more breaking updates here on United Insider TV.